online at 102.1 FM. We're KJFM Louisiana, Eagle 102, with studios in Bowling Green, Louisiana, and Pittsfield.
Area high school football is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the field for high school football on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good evening and welcome to week number 9 of high school football here on Eagle 102 Sports. Mark Fronick, Chris Grody here in the broadcast booth as the Bowling Green Bobcats, 2-6 on the season, take on the 1-7 Mark Twain Tigers here. It's senior night at Bowling Green. It's the regular season finale tonight and the last week before the postseason begins, and where and who Bowling Green plays is still TBD. So we'll talk about the options as we go along and set up this ball game. Bowling Green and Mark Twain on senior night here on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, People's Bank and Trust, and Pepsi.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
For over 40 years, Heart Care Chiropractic Center has been the trusted name in health and wellness in Bowling Green. Located at 300 West Main, just off the square, Heart Care Chiropractic specializes in helping athletes of all ages stay at the top of their game. Whether recovering from a sports injury or looking to improve mobility and performance, student athletes and their families turn to Heart Care for expert chiropractic care they can rely on. As the action heats up on the field, court, or track, Heart Care Chiropractic Center is proud to support local athletes and keep our community moving strong. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire-baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
And welcome back to Bowling Green Senior Night here for the Bobcats as Mark Twain in town. And we said this is the last week of the regular season, Chris. And both of these teams will enter districts next week. Bowling Green in a district that a lot of teams record-wise are in the same boat they are this season. The only team with a winning record in their district is Montgomery County at 6-2. Everyone else has 2 or fewer wins going into week 9. So it's where we end up next week is really up in the air.
Yeah, it's certainly a weird district setting for Bowling Green to be in that situation. You know, you're used to coming into this time knowing exactly where you're going to be, who you're going to play, but the district is weak, really. Yeah. I mean, I'm not banging on anybody. Montgomery County beat us up pretty good, but coming in 2-6, and this game is going to be a pretty big determining factor in your opponent for next week.
Yeah, and it's a 6-team district, so there's going to be a bye, I believe, in there, or a couple of byes. So you don't know what's going to happen and if you're even going to play this week. So this game, very important. And if you have a chance, either of these teams to run away with it, you're going to want to do that because it could really hurt the other's chances.
Yeah. There's certainly, this is with the playoffs and points and weight of opponent and all that. Yeah, this is certainly a night where it should be foot on the gas for both teams.
Mark Twain, they're not so lucky. They're in a district with Brookfield, Clark County, Macon, Monroe City, and Palmyra. That is the
tough.
district of death in Class 2.
Very tough.
In this region for sure. So they don't have a whole bunch they can do to improve their outlook going into next week's district opener. We're about 15 minutes away from the opening kick here at Bowling Green. Again, congratulations all the seniors here on senior night. I believe the last band member is being introduced right now. Actually, that's Flags. So congratulations all, and we'll talk about this matchup after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shireman Memorials, and Mike Ingram Plumbing.
The Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And before we get into our keys to the game, I just want to go through the list of seniors for Bowling Green. From the band, Akira Bass, Davion Blackwell, Dylan Green, Michael Hayes, Michaela Cover, and Cameron Early. Also, they're even honoring the cross country, I think, Addison Lilly. And then the cheerleaders, Isabella Samowski, Jane Delatorre, Casey Charlton, Ava Johnson, Evelyn Streeter from cheer and flags. And then the football players, Chase Buffington, Shakari Clark, Oliver Niemeyer, Jordan Pasley, Landon Grody, and Brady Martin are the seniors. And unfortunately, Oliver's had a series of injuries during his senior season and hasn't gotten to contribute as much as he would have liked in his final year with Bowling Green.
Yeah, it's rough for Oliver for sure. You know, it probably, I mean, the biggest threat, the biggest kid we have on the team, he hurt his shoulder and then, broke his clavicle or something, and then a collarbone, and then hurt his shoulder here just recently at practice again. So he's kind of hoping he was going to get to play, but then that didn't happen. So I think Oliver's football season, will end with this last injury, which is too bad.
And it has that really kind of dates back to Van Far last year, doesn't it?
I think it's the opposite. It's the opposite shoulder.
The opposite one.
Yeah. So he dislocated that shoulder last year, and then this year broke his collarbone on the opposite side.
Wow.
So
that is just tough luck for Oliver, and hopefully he can get healed and get ready for basketball.
He's got basketball season coming up, and I know he really loves football. We talked the other day at the career day, and it's like, hey, you can walk on and play football somewhere. You're good enough to do that. So just stay motivated. Don't get down.
Stay motivated. Get that shoulder right as Mark Twain makes their way to the far sideline. Let's get into our keys to the game for tonight. As both of these teams have not had the season that they wanted. Coach Kevin Miles for Mark Twain brought his whole crew from Palmyra down to Mark Twain, and this is ground level for them.
They are starting over for sure. But their first run brought his guys with him, and we all know that he knows how to create a football program. So I would look forward in the future, and probably the very near future, for Mark Twain to be very competitive.
And for Bowling Green, they've got to kind of put the last 8 weeks behind them and focus on tonight, because like we said, this game very, big district implications.
Yeah, and we talk about the keys of the game, right? It's the offensive, defensive line, right? Whoever can win that battle typically wins a football game. But for Bowling Green defensively, don't give up big plays, right? Don't let guys get behind you. And what we've seen this year in Bowling Green is some pretty poor tackling, right? Some arm tackles. So they need to do some fundamental tackles. Don't give up the big play. And offensively for the Bobcats, I think we want to see them spread the ball out, right? Don't run the ball in the middle. Everybody knows you're going to do that. Get the ball out to Wadahosky and Mason Murray and some of these. And Chase Buffington is going to do his thing. So, and we saw Bennett Hickerson at Montgomery County come on and make a few catches. So there's opportunity for the Bobcats here. They're just going to have to spread the ball out and be different than what we've seen them in the last, 6 years.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Mark Twain's probably played their best game of the season the last 3 seasons against Bowling Green.
Yeah.
So you got to look out for that as well. Those are our keys to the game. Starting lineups right around the corner on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Advanced Physical Therapy, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, People's Savings Bank, and Lynn's Heritage House.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
This is Jonah Jones with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we believe in keeping your money where it matters, here at home. Community State Bank is committed to serving our neighbors with personalized financial solutions. Whether you're looking to grow your savings or need a loan for that next big step, we are here to help. Your loan decisions are made by people who understand your needs because we live here too. Community State Bank of Missouri with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green, we're not only helping kids grow stronger, we're helping grow a stronger community for the future. Pediatrician Dr. Barbara White provides the specialized care your child needs from birth through college. To schedule an appointment, call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starting lineups for this final regular season ball game, and the flag made it this week. Remember, 2 weeks ago, they broke the pole in half. All right. Defensive starters for the Mark Twain Tigers are coached by Kevin Miles and are 1-7 on the season. On the defensive line, they'll start number 73 as senior Micah Daniels. Senior number 66, Dominic Leyenbauer. Senior number 59, Danny Powell. And a sophomore number 57, Nick Hawkins. That's the defensive line. The secondary, the corners are a sophomore number 17, Rhett Wise. And number 7, a junior Justin Jaspering. The safeties, the strong safety is senior number 10, Hunter Llewellyn. And the free safety is the senior number 9, Landon Armour. And then the linebackers, he is one of the linebackers. The free safety was number 8, Wyatt Briscoe, a junior. Senior Landon Armour, one linebacker, and the other is number 2, a senior Evan Waddell. For the Bobcats offensively in the backfield, the quarterback is number 7, a sophomore, Dylan McMenamy. The running backs, number 1, a senior, Chase Buffington. Senior, number 5, Jordan Pasley. And a sophomore, number 11, Cameron Wadahosky. The receivers, wide receiver is a junior, number 15, Bennett Hickerson. And a junior, number 80 at tight end, Jackson Henry. And then on the offensive line, junior, number 51, Tyron Oberhaus. A sophomore, number 55, Dallas Henderson. Freshman, number 63, Cameron Gam. Senior, number 67, Brady Martin. And a sophomore, number 77, Mac Biggs. rounds out the offensive line for Bowling Green. Those are your starters. The officials for tonight's game are the referee is Mark Bross. The umpire is Brock Butler. The linesman is Logan Epperson. The line judge is Mark Butler, and the back judge is Nathan Miller. This crew has been together for a long time, and well, they've made a name for themselves.
Okay, I was waiting. I thought you had something really good there.
Now, well, Mr. Braun, he has been dealing with some health issues this season and keeps going out there week after week. I mean, he has shown a lot of heart this season, and even though this crew is out of Palmyra, I'll still give them props. They've been together, and they've been doing it for a long time and at a high level. So they've officiated some big games.
Well, and let's be honest, coming from Palmyra, they've seen a lot of good football over the years, so they know what football looks like, what a powerhouse team can do. So you kind of pause there. I want to tap my headset to make sure it didn't go out. You just stopped.
Whenever I say nice things about Palmyra, I have to make sure they sound nice.
You got to reboot a little, huh?
Exactly. Those are the starters. We're about 4 minutes away from kickoff. We'll have our coin flip after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Cluckey, Noah Builders, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Heart Care Chiropractic Center.
At Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana, we're always cooking up ways to serve you better. We're now open Wednesday through Saturday, taking orders from 11 a.m. all the way until 8 p.m., so you've got even more time to enjoy your favorites. We're closed on Sundays, but still available for private events with advanced booking. We've got your cravings covered with extended hours on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Real food, real flavor, right here in Pike County. Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana.
Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals. Join thousands of satisfied customers and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service specializes in all things plumbing, from repairs and professional installations to detailed camera inspections and new home construction. Their expert team has you covered. Experience quality plumbing done right. Call Mike Ingram Plumbing Sales and Service today at 573-719-9474.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Captains and coaches at the center of the field, 50-yard line on that BG logo, and I like when they add the color to it. We started the season with just the outline, and now they filled it in red here for senior night. It looks good out there at the center of the field here at Bowling Green High School.
Remember the year we were talking about that, and Jim Ross made the comment, he's like, I like the old style BG on the helmet, and then they came out the next year with BG on the helmet, and I thought, God, I hate to say this, but Jim might be right. That looked really good.
Yeah.
So delete this when we're done. And don't nobody tell Jim I said that, please. But it did look really good. He liked the old style BG, and it did look really good on the helmet.
Absolutely. I was listening to you and missed the coin. Well,
we look pretty happy, so it looks like Bowling Green's getting the ball.
Well, usually you would defer to the second half.
That is not true.
If
this idea of deferring to the second half is something that drives me crazy, okay? In football, when you win the toss, you want the ball.
That would be my
winners want the ball.
Preference.
We want to receive.
You want to score first.
That's from a movie, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Winners want the ball.
Yeah.
The replacements.
There you go. I just watched that movie like 2 weeks ago.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good movie.
You know, the Ravens actually offered Keanu a tryout while they were making that movie.
Really?
Because they liked his footwork so much.
Did you know, since we're talking about football movies, in Varsity Blues, The kid that played the main character in that movie threw the ball so bad they had a college kid come in. So every time you see him throw the football in the movie, it's a college quarterback. It wasn't James Vanderbeek.
Oh, no Vanderbeek.
He threw the ball so bad.
So Moxon couldn't throw it, huh?
Moxon was a stud, but apparently not in real life.
Well, Bowling Green will get the ball to start this off. I like these Mark Twain uniforms. They went with a darker blue pant this year.
You can really see their numbers.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
The numbers are lighter than the pants, though.
That's true.
Or at least when the light hits them. As they put a boot into the ball, it's going to go out of bounds on the far side. Or no, going to be downed at the 35-yard line. It did stay in 34-yard line, and that's where Bowling Green will take over 1st and 10.
Kind of a squib kick or a missed kick to the top side of the field there, and it looked like it was kind of going to stay in bounds, and the Bobcat kind of jumped at the ball just to knock it out of bounds. So Bowling Green does get the ball at the 35, it looks like maybe.
Bowling Green moving
34
from right to left here to start the ball game. They start at their own 34. As McMenemy brings the offense onto the field. Handoff on 1st down to Buffington, and he's across the 40, still on his feet, almost to the 45. They'll mark him down about the 43-yard line. It'll be 2nd down.
Pretty good run for Chase. He got the ball, and he came to the near side of the field, like on a left side off tackle, bounced the ball back to the top side of the field and gained 8-9 yards on his first carry.
First night of football weather, too, tonight.
Yes, that's true. Yesterday morning was cold. I put a coat on.
Yeah?
I didn't have any frost this morning.
2nd and a long 1. Buffington steps past the first man, spins off a tackle, and has the 1st down across the 45 to the 46. Nice second effort there from Chase Buffington.
Yeah, he certainly was caught by the linebacker from Mark Twain behind the line, and that spin out of that tackle in falling forward gave him just enough for the 1st down.
45 seconds gone here in the opening quarter. Bowling Green their first down, and they're 4 yards shy of midfield from the 46. 11 on the play clock as they get to the line. Under center, another handoff and falling forward to midfield.
So Vodahosky.
His first carry tonight for Cameron. It'll be 2nd and about 6.
Comes up a little limping, it looks like, or somebody is. We were in a I formation set there, and Vodahosky was in a fullback position and got the ball up close. A little smaller than your traditional fullback, but gained 6 yards pretty quick.
Wyatt Carnes brought him down at midfield.
They gave him 3 yards.
They moved it back just a tad off that initial spot. Pitch out
Nice.
to Buffington.
Nice.
He's
That
going
is
down
gonna
the
be
near
big.
sideline and finally run out of bounds across the 25 to about the 20. There is a flag. Where's that at?
I don't see it. I got a 35-yard run. Right now the flag's right here at the 45.
Yep, right where he made his move. So it looks like it'll probably be a hold, and it is against the Bobcats. It's coming back.
What's he looking at? The Bowling Green run out of I formation and just a pitch left, and Chase had a pretty good seam here, but at the 45 they saw something that they called holding and they didn't like, so it was against Bowling Green.
It was right where he made the move. I'm guessing it was the cornerback that got held. So that'll move it back to the original line of scrimmage, the 46-yard line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just a little behind it, isn't it? I mean, it is right at it.
So erase the 3-yard gain for Vodahosky on the previous play. It still goes in his stats, but the yardage disappears.
That's true.
To the far side on a handoff to
Perkins.
Jackson Perkins, and he got that yardage back to midfield, but it's going to be 3rd and 7. Midfield again for the Bobcats on that 3-yard run by Perkins. He comes in near sideline. Nick Norella came in 24.
24, yep. 3rd and long here for Bowling Green. We've not seen them throw the ball yet in this game. I know it's still early, but
9.5 to play.
Certainly a throwing down here.
In the first quarter. On senior night at Bowling Green High School. Final game of the regular season, they jumped.
Yeah.
Mark Twain jumps across the line, and that'll shorten it up. It's going to be 3rd and about 2. Take it down to the 45-yard line of the Tigers. Now I think you can run. You can do pretty much anything in the playbook on 3rd and a long 1. Well, it was 5.5 yard. Penalties. On 3rd down, handoff. Ooh. Hit at the 45 and dropped, and it's going to be 4th down. Vanahowski on the run for no gain. Waddell was the Tiger that blocked that hole. Down to 6:44 to go. Excuse me, 8:44 to go in the opening quarter.
4th and 2. It looks like a really long one to me. Tush push.
Hand off to the near side. Buffington has the
Still
first
going.
down. Breaks away and gets across the 40 down to the 37-yard line.
About 10 yards on that gain, and good job by Chase. He got the ball in that power set that they run where they've got 2 fullbacks and he's in the backfield. Gets that ball to the left side of the line and then just kind of picks and chooses the lanes, but he got tackled. He had 4 or 5 Tigers on him here at the hash mark when he got tackled.
Fresh set for the Bobcats. Little confusion there with that handoff. And spinning off a tackle is Gary Welch. Gary Welch makes his home return.
Makes his home return. What, 8 yards for Gary?
Almost 9. We'll say 8.
Gary, a junior, back off of his shoulder injury. And then last week, I think he tweaked his calf, but playing tonight.
St. Vincent's a hard game or a hard team to come back against. I formation again, and flags come out. Someone moved early, and it's going to be 2nd and about 6, almost 7. 7:17 to go in the first quarter. McMenemy comes over.
I like McMenemy. I think he's done a good job this year at quarterback, given his first real full year in that position. And it's not even really a full year, but he panicked through a couple balls early in the season. He's calmed down a lot this year. Really does a pretty good job throwing the ball.
Well, and this experience is going to help him next year.
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
2nd and 6.
Bounce out.
Has
That's
the first down, and he's gone. Buffington going to take it all the way to the house. That is a 4-yard touchdown for Bowling Green, and the Bobcats on the board first here in week number 9. 6:41 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Bobcats with the 2-point conversion to come.
Did a good job. He got that ball in that same off-tackle type run. At the first level there at the line, he bounces outside and then just was off to the races for his 34-yard touchdown.
They'll go for 2 here. And the 8-point lead. Pitch out to Buffington, and Chase is in for the 2-point conversion. 8-0 Bobcats, 6:41 to go in the first. Week 9 action right here on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by William Watson Hotel and Watson 1838, J. Roberts Jewelers, Wood Smoked Meats, and Hayden's Motorsports.
Mike Henry Excavating has served Pike, Lincoln, and Warren counties for over 15 years, providing excellent service and a job well done, offering a large selection of services such as demolition work, septic systems, water lines, footings, gutter drain services, and more, all at an affordable cost. Check out MikeHenryExcavating.com for more information on services and scheduling. Best of luck to area teams this sports season. From Mike Henry Excavating in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicky Cadwalader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
8-0 Bowling Green. Chase Buffington, the long touchdown run, adds his own 2-point conversion. And the Bobcats strike first here in week number 9.
Yeah, good play by Chase. Like I said, that first move that he made just to bounce outside, and then he was off to the races. Once he made the first guy miss, nobody touched him.
Kickoff, high end over end and out of bounds. That'll take it to the 35, or they can make him re-kick. I think they'll take it at the 35, and Wyatt Briscoe will bring the offense onto the field.
Maybe playing a little catch up here because I don't have the receiver number or running back numbers for Mark Twain, so I'll have to get them as we go.
Still 6:41 as no time came off the clock because the ball went out of bounds.
They're calling a false start.
No, it was procedure.
Oh, I got you. They're explaining the flag for the kick. The ball went out of bounds.
Yeah.
He called that illegal procedure.
They'll start under center, 2 backs behind him. Hand off to the near side and nothing. That was blown up before it started on the first run of the evening by number 10, Hunter Llewellyn.
Dallas Henderson on the tackle. They're going to give them the line of scrimmage, so it'll be a 0.
A no gain.
But they tackled him, 3 or 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Only one back, 2 or 3 receivers to the far side for the Tigers. Roll out. There's that rollout pass. And overthrowing his target, it was Llewellyn again. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, pretty quick here. They're going to have to gain some yards. That was a good attempt on the pass from Mark Twain. The rollout pass, he put the ball in a pretty decent spot, it looked like, but it must have been just in front of his wide receiver because it was difficult to see. It didn't even really look like he reached much for it.
I think he looked over the wrong shoulder. He kind of had himself twisted up, and that doesn't bode well for getting your arms out in front of you.
It's also true, yeah. Yeah, if you're looking right and the ball's on the left, you're probably not reaching for it.
Yep. So 3rd and 10 for the Tigers in the first quarter, and not much there on 3rd down. Looks like a gain of 2 for
number 7.
Yeah, Justin Jaspering. That'll bring up 4th down and long. 4th and 8. And Oberhaus on the stop for Bowling Green. It looks like the punt team is on for the Tigers.
The swinging gate stuff is silly. It's been silly since I was in school.
As on to do the punting is Tanner Engel.
Oh.
And he kicked it straight up in the air and straight out of bounds. That landed on the track without a bounce.
It's like a punt of 3 yards.
Yeah. So Bowling Green will take over in excellent field position, already up 8-0 with 5:08 to go in the opening quarter.
He just tried to kind of sidekick it and didn't quite get enough foot on it, and it went off the side of his foot and like a net kick of literally 3 yards.
Yeah, the cheerleader did not call for the fair catch. That's what Coach Bibb is pointing out. here in the press box. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. McMenemy in the shotgun.
Holy, yeah.
Throws to the near side and off the fingertips, and he caught it, and he's going to take it to the house. What a grab.
Wow.
Is that 6
Holy
or 8?
moly.
Is that Thomas?
It is, yes. 38 yards.
What a catch off the fingertips of the Mark Twain player and all the way to the end zone for the Bobcats. 14-0, 5 minutes even to go. That's just great concentration for the freshman Thomas.
Yeah, the ball was tipped, like you said, by the line or by the cornerback, and Thomas just was in the right place at the right time, and the ball lands in his pocket, and 38 yards later, touchdown.
Bowling Green again will go for 2. High snap right to Buffington, and he's in a heap of trouble. Makes a couple of moves, but this one will be no good. And Bowling Green will have to settle for the 14-point lead. 5 minutes to go, opening quarter. All Bobcats so far on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Service and Supply Co-op of Bowling Green, Buchanan Excavating, Eccles Farm Market, and Bill Allen Auction Service.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana offers inviting guest rooms, each with its own unique character and historic charm. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
So Juwan Thomas on an excellent concentration catch off the tip. That's why they do tip drills, right?
That's right. Yeah, it looked like the pass was intended to Jackson Womack to me, but it was tipped by the cornerback on the inside, and it bounces out to the sidelines, and JT, was right there, and off he goes.
Onside kick and recovered by the up man for Mark Twain. Number 60, Colton Powell, the lineman, fell on that one for the Tigers, and they'll start with really good field position at their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why you'd try for an onside kick there, other than we talked about foot on the gas at the beginning of the game. Maybe that's what Bowling Green's thinking.
And I think
Mark Twain didn't do much either.
Kicks have kind of been an adventure already tonight.
That's true. That's very true, yeah.
For both sides. Handoff on first down, and nothing there. Back to the line, and nothing more. On the carry, Jaspering for Mark Twain.
Going to give him a yard, it looks like.
He's second down and 9.
We're going to have to get Cleet Miller out here to coach some of these kicking techniques.
Yeah.
Claims he's a pretty good kicker.
Claims?
Well, he claims he is.
Yeah, you haven't seen this with your own eyes?
I have not. He's been challenged by the Bowling Green superintendent to kick a field goal here at the field, but that hasn't happened yet.
Okay. Second and 9 from midfield for Mark Twain. Again, they go up the gut with it for Wyatt Carnes. And they're going to give him another 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 7 from the Bobcat 48.
And they're just kind of running out of that. Just standard formation. I didn't quite see where their running backs were lined up, but it's almost like a pro set where there's 2 running backs on each side of the quarterback. And they're just crashing the middle pretty fast, but they're not getting past the Bobcat line, defensive line right now.
They're coming off a loss at Louisiana last week where they allowed 44 points to the Bulldogs. Bowling Green had 50 dropped on them at St. Vincent.
Oh, it's a false start.
The receiver on the far side, he kind of, like, it looked like his ankle gave out and he fell across the line.
I don't know what he was doing, if he was trying to move from where he was or what, but just all of a sudden he kind of does a jerk and right as they snap the ball. And we talked about that. Like, those guys got to get out and get set pretty quick, or you're going to hurt your team in the long run.
3:17 to go in the opening quarter, 14-0 Bobcats. And now the Tigers back on their own side of the 50 at the 47 and behind these sticks. Coach Bibb already singing.
Oh, we ran into each other.
The Bobcat ran into each other.
Good tackle.
Yeah, got back to the original line of scrimmage at the 49, and that is a good tackle on the near side. Good pursuit after the pass rush. Ran into each other for Bowling Green.
Jordan Pasley saved a big gain there, if not a touchdown, on that quarterback run out of shotgun, but he gained probably 2 yards, but didn't really matter.
Yeah, got 2 yards back to the original line of scrimmage, and it's 4th and 10 from the Mark Twain 49. Punt team on for the second time, and right now Mark Twain in 2 possessions has 2 yards. The kick a little better this time. Still going to bounce and go out of bounds at the 30.
Still a 20-yard kick this time versus 3. So, yeah, that's going to be much better for the Tigers than what it was last time.
April Shell had a chance to fair catch that one.
Why didn't she?
It bounced and she let it go.
I've seen her softball catch. She can do it.
Yeah. 2:24 to go here in the opening quarter.
And if she would have dropped it, we could have thrown stuff at her from here.
Probably.
Okay. Think they'd kick us out for that, though? I mean, if it was at April, would that be okay?
Well, you can do it. I
You chicken.
I formation on first down. Good sidestep by Buffington.
And missed.
He's
gone.
He's across the 50,
flags.
40,
You're not
30,
catching him. He's fast.
20, 10, 5, touchdown. Boy, they stayed with him as number 3, Logan Kearns, gave it all he had, but Buffington into the end zone for the second time with 2:11 to go in the opening quarter.
68 yards.
20-0 Bowling Green with the extra point to come. So the Bobcats have come out. Well, they're playing angry.
Yeah.
No one, I would say, thought they'd be a 3-win team, through the regular season. And I think this third one, they're trying to make a statement with.
Yeah, and I think that they're playing a team that's building a new program, and that's going to go into Bowling Green's favor a little bit here. But they certainly are trying to win and put on a show for sure.
Pitch to Jakari for the 2-point conversion. Clark into the end zone for 2. Jakari Clark on senior night, and he's pumped. And he just blasted his teammate that tried to chest bump him 8 yards as he made his way back to the Bowling Green bench. 2:11 to go, 22-0. Bowling Green leads in the first quarter on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Mike Henry Excavating, Bill Allen Auction Services, and Silex Banking Company.
This year, People's Savings Bank is celebrating 90 years of serving our community. For 9 decades, we've been more than just a bank. We've been your neighbors, your partners, and your trusted friends. As we mark this milestone, we're reflecting on our roots and looking ahead to the next 90 years of helping you achieve your dreams. Join us in celebrating 90 years of strength, service, and community. People's Savings Bank, the people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Buffington, the touchdown. Refrigerator Clark goes in for the 2-point conversion. Little trouble picking up the kick, and Brought down at the 38-yard line for Mark Twain is Tanner Engel.
That's a compliment. Call it in the fridge.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a compliment. Yeah. Yeah, neat play for Bowling Green with Jakari Clark. They put him kind of in an H-back formation, which is a running back lined out over the tight end. And McMenemy takes the snap under center and then just shovel passes or pitch passes it over to Jakari, and then he's got a 4-yard head of steam run for the end zone.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was getting in front of him.
No. If they did, they would have paid.
Uh-huh. Tigers, third possession. Handoff on first down for Rhett Wise. Wise trying to find the edge, and he is run out of bounds. He's going to lose yardage on the play. Looks like a loss of 1, maybe 2 on the play by the sophomore Rhett Wise.
And he got that ball out of the running back position on the near side of the field. They're going left to right. He went in motion, and then the quarterback just kind of hands it off to him as he crosses his face, and he made the first Bobcat miss, so it looked like it was going to be trouble, but the second Bobcat in on that tackle for a loss.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11. The Tigers run out of a few different formations.
They do. Kind of in a pro set now with 2.
Handoff. And a gain of about 2 across the 40 to the 41 for number 7, Justin Jaspering. Be third down, and they're going to give him 4 on that. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, they certainly gave him more than what it looked like he got, but that's not an issue. 3rd and 7, you said?
One receiver to each side for the Tigers on 3rd and long. Quarterback keeps it. Makes a man miss.
Big
He's
run.
into the secondary.
Big run.
And he is
caught.
Gone. Broke the tackle and in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Mark Twain. Wyatt Briscoe gets the Tigers on the board with 35 seconds to go in the first quarter.
58 yards for Briscoe on that run, and good run for him. It looked like Bowling Green had him at the second level, and then it looked like they were going to catch him, and he just ran right out of that dive tackle.
They'll go again with the odd formation here for the 2-point try.
Oh, and what is he doing?
To the near side. Going to throw it back to him. No. All sorts of trouble. Gets away from that man, and then Pasley finishes him off. I don't know what that play was supposed to turn into, but Landon Armour was a sitting duck when he got that ball. And Mark Twain will have to settle for 6. 22-6. Bowling Green leads. 35 seconds to go in the first on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McDingers, Community State Bank of Missouri, La Route Salon, and Kearns Construction.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Eventful first quarter so far, 22-6. 35 seconds to go until we make it through one. Week 9 action here from Bowling Green High School. Districts next week in Missouri, and most of the teams from our region in Illinois, this is their final game of the season as they won't qualify. On the return across the 40 and finally brought down as Buffington, a nice return.
Yeah, he kind of stepped back like he was going to take that ball on the bounce, and the ball died, and it just sits there, and then he like takes a second to pick it up, and it's almost like a panic mode for me. It's like, go! But then he gains, 20 yards on a return.
Across the 40 to the 41, 28 seconds to go in the opening quarter. McMenemy brings the play in from the near sideline. Buffington comes to the sideline for what might be the final play of the quarter. I formation. The handoff is to Perkins, and he'll lose a yard. They're going to give him back the line of scrimmage, it looks like. That's where they're set on the far side. The official on the near side's a yard back, so it's going to be 2nd and 11. And that should do it for quarter number 1. So we're down to 6 seconds to go. 22-6. Bowling Green leading Mark Twain. After the first quarter, back with the second after this in Week 9 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Williams Road Enterprises, JGS Cattle Company, Ambassador Plumbing, Central Elevator, your Purina dealer, and Magruder Limestone Company.
When it's time to honor your loved ones, trust the experience and care of Shireman Memorials. Locally owned and operated by Jason, Shireman Memorials offers expert sandblasting, carving, etching, and design. With decades of experience, Jason's team will help you create a memorial that your family will be proud of for generations. Each stone is crafted with the utmost care and dedication. Visit Shireman Memorials today at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield. Let them help you design a lasting tribute. Shireman Memorials, Pittsfield, where memories are carved to last.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
2nd and 11 for Bowling Green as we start the second quarter. Mark Front of Chris Grody back in the broadcast booth here in week number 9.
It doesn't seem like it's week 9 already.
Well, time flies when you're having fun, right?
When you're having fun. Yes, that's right.
From the Bobcat 40, 2nd and 11, pitch out.
Good block.
To Buffington. Gets around a man and wrapped up from behind near midfield. About a yard shy of midfield. It's going to be a 3rd and 3. It looks like 3rd and 2. Briscoe on the stop for the Tigers. Now they move it back to the 48. Now it's 3rd and almost 4. A strong 3.
Yeah.
So we played 30 seconds here in the second quarter. Got postseason softball tomorrow, opening round of the Class 1 state tournament. The Silex Lady Owls, District 4 champions, will take on St. Elizabeth tomorrow. 2:45 pregame, 3 o'clock first pitch, and losing yardage on 3rd down is Buffington. He was a little slow getting up. It looked like it'll be 4th and 5.
He got hit right away at the just face to face, and then the guy kind of just collapses down and rolls him over on his leg. So I'm glad he's okay.
And we'll see if the Bobcats try and draw him off again. They've done that once so far in this game. Draw him off this time. It's a 1st down, and you're into Tiger territory again.
I want to see McMenemy throw the ball again.
On 4th and 4, and a timeout taken by the Bobcats. With 10:29 to go in the first half, 22-6. Bowling Green leads Mark Twain on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Williams Road Enterprises and JGS Cattle Company, Magruder Limestone, B&J Septic, and Service and Supply of Bellflower.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Some scores: Monroe City leading Macon 24-0 in the second quarter. Scotland County ahead of Van Far 8-6. And North Callaway leading Wright City 24-0. South Shelby and Palmyra tied at 6 in the second quarter. Carrollton leading Triopia 7-0. Calhoun leading Brown County 7-0. Don't have a score on that Pittsfield-Porta game yet or the Route Pleasant Hill game. We'll keep you up to date as soon as we get any changes on those. 4th and 5 for Bowling Green.
Shotgun.
Out of the shotgun, they throw. Near side, Buffington
Nice
has the first
throw.
down and brought down across the Tiger 45. Finally there on the tackle was Tanner Engel for the Tigers, and Bowling Green converts the 4th and 5 for a fresh set and into Tiger territory here early in the second quarter, 10:22 remaining.
And McMenemy threw basically just a button hook or a comeback route to Buffington, and he threw that ball just like you're supposed to, way before Buffington turned around. It almost looked like he threw it away, but Chase got back to the ball for an 8-yard gain.
On 1st and 10, back to Chase on the ground, and he gets across the line, still pushing forward near the 40. They'll probably give him the 41, and a gain of about 2 on the play.
Yeah, out of shotgun, give the ball to Chase, almost a pistol formation. Got a running back kind of behind him, right next to him, and gives it to him on the draw. It's pretty interesting to watch Bowling Green run out of a shotgun effectively.
Mm-hmm. North Callaway now up 30-0 on Wright City.
Again, pistol formation.
On 2nd and 8.
Making some form of a change. Oh, good
Roll
block.
Out. Buffington with that block pass. Had it and dropped it. The intended target that time was Jackson Womack. And it'll be 3rd down and 8 for Bowling Green.
And it's important to talk about that block. Chase Buffington was on McMenemy's right side. He had pressure coming from the blind side, the back side that he didn't see. Chase stepped up and then went and stuck that dude completely and took him off base and gave McMenemy plenty of time, made a great pass. Just the receiver couldn't hang on to the ball.
Well, 34 is a little smaller target than in years past.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
No, but that ball was right on the money.
It was, yep.
As when he went to turn up field, he didn't have it quite secured. Buffington on the ground again, and the hole closes up. They're going to give him maybe a yard. It's going to be 4th and about 6.
Yeah, maybe a yard. He got to the top side of the field and had to stop and kind of readjust his feet. And at that point, the Tigers were too close and too on top of him for him to do anything.
Make that 32-0 North Callaway. They added the conversion after that latest score.
Who were they playing?
Wright City.
Wright City. Ooh, Wright City was pretty big. I mean, we went down to Wright City. They were pretty big guys. North Callaway's got a good team this year.
Yes, they do. They're saying no gain in 4th and 8. Wadahowski in motion.
Holding.
They get it to Wadahowski. Makes a move. Makes another move. He's short of the first. And it's going to be a turnover on downs to Mark Twain. 8:22 to go. And the first misfire offensively for the Bobcats tonight.
I kind of enjoyed them running out of shotgun, and then they gave up on it there once they got in trouble. Went back to their I formation, and it didn't do them very well. That last play, McMenemy kind of rolled out this way and then threw the ball back to his left is how he got the ball to Wadahowski for a gain of 4 yards, but turnover on downs, like you said.
Montgomery County leading Louisiana 8-6. As they put it on the ground, the first play of this drive, it's Justin Jaspering on the carry, and he'll get about 3. 2nd and 7. West Central trailing Amboy 30-6.
Jordan Pasley on the tackle for Bowling Green.
Porta leading Pittsfield 8-0. Just got that update.
Porta.
You'd think they'd be like the the Portalets or something like that, but no.
What are they?
I'll have to look that up now.
Oh, well, you brought it up. So I thought you had that answer.
The Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Portal Blue Jays. 10 on the carry.
Going to be third down and no gain on the play,
Gain
so
of
third
nothing.
and 7. Hunter Llewellyn on the carry for the Tigers. Well, I want some Blue Jays to win, just not those Blue Jays tonight.
Blue Jays.
I want Toronto to win that.
Toronto.
Win the World Series over the Dodgers.
It's football season, Mark.
I know.
Okay.
My brother did secure tickets to Game 4 of the World Series, though, in
Oh.
L.A. Ball's on the ground, and I think the Bobcats might
Looks
have
like
it.
Bowling Green has it.
Yeah, they do. Jakari's going to lift him and the ball up.
Yeah.
And show the ref. Jakari is having a ball on senior night.
He is having.
They're going to give the recovery to Carter Turnbow. I think that snap was just a little short. It was on the fingertips of the quarterback.
It looked like the exchange. They had a little bit of trouble with the exchange, and he was rolling out to the top side of the field when just all of a sudden they dropped the ball. And I don't know if it was trying to hand off or trying to tuck the ball into that quarterback, run, throw position, and just didn't quite get it secured.
I had a outdated score. West Central playing Beardstown tonight, and there's no score in that game. And
Chase Buffington on the carry for Bowling Green to the right side. Off tackle for a gain of about 5 yards.
yeah, they'll give him 4 across the 40 to the 38.
Hey, if you're
37.
gonna change the yards, you got to do it before I type it. It is right though, 4 yards.
To the Bobcat, or the Mark Twain 37. 6:15 to go. Back to Perkins. He's across the 35. Gain of about 3. Briscoe on the stop.
Bowling Green running out of I formation, just kind of dive and trap plays here right now. For those run plays up the middle that never work. But they've gotten 7 yards off of them so far. Well, 6 yards.
He was definitely to the 34-yard line, and they move it back. So it's 3rd and 4.
I think it's the angle. You're not taking in for the angle.
I was looking at lines, not angles.
Okay.
And this one going to be short of the first down by about a yard. And it's going to be 4th and 1.
Gary Welch for 2 yards, maybe 3.
Tackled by Wyatt Carnes, a fellow number 28. 4th and 1. For the Bobcats from the 32-yard line of Mark Twain. Bowling Green just had a turnover on downs about a minute ago. Got the ball back on a fumble recovery. And on 4th and 1, yeah, they got the first down.
Should have got it.
Pushed back. The official coming in from the far side has the spot, and it's right on the 30, which is a first down. Carnes again on the stop, and it is a first down.
Chase Buffington that ran that one?
I believe so. 4:40 to go in the first half. Bobcats moving the ball.
They've really focused a lot of their offense tonight out of I formation. We've seen them run some different stuff, but here they're right back into it again.
We've seen a little bit of shotgun. Roll out this time.
Deep. It's got
down
it.
the field, and that is caught for the touchdown. Great throw. Mason Murray on the reception.
Throw.
And Bowling Green extends their lead here late in the first half. 4:14 to go, 28-6 with the conversion to come.
Who caught that?
Mason Murray.
Mason Murray.
A 30-yard pass and catch. McMenemy to Murray. And Bowling Green will go for 2 again. Very productive first half for the Bobcats.
They run Mason Mark off that top side, and he just runs basically a flag route, so he runs a deep slant, and he was not wide open, but he was 5 yards behind the Mark Twain Tiger.
And they're going to say, yes, he got in. That's Gary Welch for the 2-point conversion. 30-6, Bowling Green leads. 4:14 to go in the half on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Kearns Construction, Twin Hills Stock Farm, Spring Valley Accounting, CNS Taxidermy, and Mimi's Pantry.
This is Marianne Everhart with Community State Bank of Missouri. At Community State Bank, we don't just work here, we live here. As a locally owned and operated bank, we are deeply rooted in the success of our communities. Every decision is made with our neighbors in mind, and every customer is treated like family. We take pride in supporting local businesses, helping families achieve their financial goals, and making our hometown stronger. When you bank with us, you're not just an account number, you're part of something bigger. Community State Bank of Missouri, with branches in Bowling Green and Troy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
30-6, Bowling Green leads. McMenemy to Murray on the touchdown pass. Gary Welch adds the 2-point conversion, just hitting the line. And the band was in transit to get in position for their halftime show and didn't play the fight song afterwards. They're a marching band. They could walk and play at the same time.
You could whistle it or something.
Uh-huh. I could.
Oh, there's
breaking tackles
still
on the far side. There's a flag. And he's going to take it all the way down the
dive
far sideline and into the end zone, but I don't think this is going to count.
Well, there's a
that was
flag.
Gage Conrad on the return. The flag, one of the Tigers
57
ran a Bowling Green player into the bench.
Yeah, Nicholas Hawkins was here where they threw the flag and completely on the opposite side of the field. So just a nonsense penalty if it's against him and affects the touchdown.
Yeah, everyone else, it's a hold.
Oh,
wow. That was 30 yards away from the ball.
Yeah. The field is 50 yards wide. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was 30 yards away from the ball.
That's what I'm saying. It was completely across the field, just complete.
That
goes up here.
Wow.
I mean, in essence, it's just a holding penalty, but, I mean, it's a 50, almost a 65-yard penalty, really.
And points off the board.
And points off the board.
3:57 to go. So they'll mark it from the 47 to the 37. It'll still be 1st and 10.
And what a great return. I think it was for Gage Conrad. I think he got the ball here in the near sideline at the 30 and then just wove in and out of all the Bobcat defenders, gets to the far sideline, and then pops out of the crowd and is still running.
He was dodging traffic like Frogger there.
I love that game.
Oh, yeah, it's a great game.
It was awesome.
On 1st and 10.
Pass.
First target wasn't there. He then keeps it and takes a big hit, does Hunter Briscoe.
They gained about a yard, so good for him to keep it. And
Pasley gave him a nice stick there at the end. And the clock running down to 3:36 to go in the first half. 30-6 Bowling Green. Game only 52 minutes old.
Yeah.
No, 47 minutes old.
47.
The clock on the scoreboard's fast.
Radio math.
No, I'm literally looking at the clock.
Yeah, but you were wrong first. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, I looked at my clock, which is right. after I looked at their clock. First or second and 9.
Oh,
the running back wasn't there. He's going to take it himself.
and he's gonna
Breaks a tackle and again gets stuck by Buffington this time. Stops his forward progress, and Tigers kind of hanging their quarterback out to dry, and he's made negatives into a positive the last 2 plays.
Yeah, that play, he turned, he's going right to left. He turned to his left to give the ball to a running back, and there was nobody there, so there's like a second, and then he takes off on his own, and he gains 4 yards out of what was a busted play for sure.
Out to the 42-yard line of the Tigers. 3rd and 5.
I think so.
Taking a while to get the play in. Down to 9 on the play clock.
6 now, 5.
Down to 2.
Close.
And they call a timeout, I believe.
Bowling Green called a timeout.
With 2:13 to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The coaches were like, wait. Who called a timeout?
Was it us? Was it them? All right, we'll take one. 2:13 to go in the first half. 30-6, Bowling Green leads Mark Twain on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, People's Bank and Trust, and Pepsi.
Lynn's Heritage House, your home for affordable and home-like senior living, is perfect for independent seniors or those needing assistance with daily activities. Lynn's has a dedicated staff providing around-the-clock support and comprehensive health monitoring. Residents can relish the same lifestyle they've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing help is available when needed. If you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or needs care from a hospital stay or surgery, call Lynn's to set up a tour and visit soon. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
3rd and 5 for the Tigers after a pair of broken plays turned into quarterback keepers for Wyatt Briscoe. Big play for the Tigers if they want to stay alive in this game. Hand off and nothing there on the run by Justin Jaspering. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it, and it's going to be 4th and 5. And at this point, the Tigers just need to go for it.
Yeah, I think so. They're down, down several scores. They're down 24 points, but it looks like they're going to run in a punter.
Yep, they'll send Engel back out there to punt. They're going to run it down as far as they can. Minute 34 left in the half.
They can take a penalty here, but the clock won't start again until, there they go.
Down to 3 on the play clock. They do snap it. And the kick is on the far side, and pretty good Mark Twain roll at the end of it, and they'll down it shy of the 15-yard line. So long field for Bowling Green, only a minute and 14 left in the half.
And they run what I call a swinging gate, just because that's what we called it. But when they ran that, they had two offensive linemen, and then the quarterback / kicker, and then the entire rest of the team is on the hash marker over on the sidelines. And I'm not sure why Bowling Green doesn't put 3 defenders here, and then you got one guy clean to run the punter.
Yeah.
We didn't do that. And it's not typical to see them snap out of that formation. Typically, the line goes back into their regular position.
Shift, yeah. So the Bobcats, they're going to have to break one if they want to score before halftime.
It looks like they want to. They're in shotgun formation.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 on the far side. Rolling out this way is McMenemy. Puts it in the air, and it short hops his intended target on the near side. Hickerson, the intended target. It'll be 2nd and 10. Minute 9 to go.
Bowling Green has got a pretty good setup there with their 3 wide receivers, but They got a safety who's playing over there to cover one of the wide receivers. So I don't know why they just don't run a bubble screen or just a little hitch route on that inside receiver. And boy, it ought to just be a decent gain.
Back to the ground and not much there on second down. They're actually going to lose 3 yards, it looks like, on that run by Perkins. Going to be 3rd and 13 with 57 seconds to go. And Carnes on the tackle. And there is an injured Tiger on the play. With 57 seconds to go in the half, 30-6 Bowling Green on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shireman Memorials, and Mike Ingram Plumbing.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance needs. Call or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
They help up the injured Tiger, who is hobbling pretty noticeably. 40-0. North Callaway leads Wright City. It's at the half, Palmyra 14, South Shelby 6. Van Far has a 4-point lead now on Scotland County, 12-8. That's late in the second quarter. Monroe City leading Macon 30-7. Last check, Carrollton leading Triopia 7-0. Calhoun leading Brown County 14-0. West Central leading Beardstown 16-6. I believe that's still an 8-0 game. Porta leading Pittsfield. And it's now Montgomery County over Louisiana 30-6 in the second quarter. So they've opened that one up.
Reset the clock, and they just started it. Resetted the play clock, and they just started.
Down under 50 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, Bowling Green can run most. Bowling Green could probably finish this out here with a run play. They'll snap the ball late.
Yeah. Mark Twain will get the ball to start the second half. This will probably be the final play of the first half on 3rd and 12. Pitch out to the near side. Buffington has room. He got a block, but ooh. Murray took a knee to the head. He was on the ground. He was the one that threw the block. And one of the Tigers came through and gave him a knock. 19 seconds to go in the half. It was a gain of 10, so it's 4th and 1.
And he got out of bounds
to stop the clock.
Coach is probably yelling.
Yeah, he's gonna punt.
Like that. That's where football smarts comes into play. There, he should have just, if he wasn't going to get the first, he should have just taken it in bounds.
Well, the clock would have stopped either way on the change of possession. Straight up in the air and out of bounds, and Mark Twain is going to have a shot to do something here after the change of possession. 13 seconds, so they have time for one, maybe two plays.
That is going to be the second punt of the night, Mark, with a net of about 3 yards.
Yeah, the second one that's landed on the track as well. Camp Point Central yesterday beat North Green 70-8. Troy Buchanan is leading Battle 13-0. Paris leading Schuyler County 38-0.
Play Troy Buchanan a time or two.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers, and they have a chance to punch one in here before half and get the back-to-back. 13 seconds on the clock. They put a man in motion and someone moved. Everyone threw their flags that time. False start against the Tigers will be 1st and 15. And that makes things a tad bit harder.
Yeah, a little more difficult. Mark Twain came out in shotgun. They had 4 wide receivers there, 2 on each side.
Takes it out to the 28-yard line of the Bobcats.
See what kind of cannon Briscoe's got here in a second.
First and 15 for Mark Twain. Receivers on each side. Now they put one in motion. Here's Briscoe to throw toward the end zone, and it is picked off and a touchback. Intercepted. Mason Murray, second one he's caught in the end zone tonight. One for a score, one for an INT. So he's having fun. A sophomore putting on a show on senior night. And now I think Bowling Green will probably take a knee.
Yeah, I would think so. That was Briscoe certainly was back in that shotgun formation. He kind of had happy feet. He couldn't quite set his feet, and he didn't know to run or to throw. He did have a guy that was behind Murray in the end zone. He just couldn't get the ball out there far enough. And then we've seen Mason. He's an athlete. He just went up and got that ball for the pick for Bowling Green.
Hey, it's a Hail Mary. You never know.
That was not a Hail Mary.
Well, I mean, that's about as far as I think he can throw it, is 35 yards.
There's your down.
And he does kneel down. And that will take us to the half. 30-6, Bowling Green leading Mark Twain. Final night of the regular season on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Advanced Physical Therapy, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, People's Savings Bank, and Lynn's Heritage House.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Hi, this is Brock Mitchell, and I am a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat everything from sports injuries to work rehabilitation, arthritis, and post-surgical rehabilitation. This includes spinal care, balance issues, and vestibular treatment. You have a choice when it comes to physical therapy, and we hope you choose Advanced Physical Therapy. Conveniently located across from Bowling Green High School on Business 61. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Watson 1838 in Pittsfield brings timeless flavor and local warmth to Pike County. From locally loved steak nights to your favorite comfort foods. Come by Wednesday through Saturday for lunch or dinner and taste the tradition. Watson 1838 on the square in Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM.
30-6, the Bowling Green Bobcats lead here in week number 9 over the Mark Twain Tigers. The band gets ready to take the field here. Some scores from around the region. Palmyra at the half leads South Shelby 14-6. It's North Callaway leading Wright City 40-0 at last check. Van Far leading Skyland County late in the first half 12-8. Monroe City leading Macon 38-7 now. Calhoun at the half leads Brown County 14-0. It's late in the first half between Montgomery County and Louisiana. The Wildcats lead the Bulldogs 30-12. West Central leading Beardstown 16-6 in the second quarter. Carrollton leading Triopia 7-0. Fort Zumwalt West leading Hannibal 3-0 was the last score I saw on that one.
Wow.
QND leading MacArthur 7-0. And Porta at last check was leading Pittsfield by an 8-0 score. And we'll look for a scoring update on that Pleasant Hill Western Griggsville Perry game. As those three co-oping now. 30-6 here, and Chris, a good first half for the Bobcats. They did some good things on both sides of the ball against the Tigers. The Tigers, you can just tell, are starting from scratch.
Yeah, they're just building their program back up. And again, we know that their coach knows how to create a football program, so they'll be on the uphill swing. But right now, they're certainly missing a little here or there.
Absolutely, but some great things out of the run game with Buffington in that first half, and the passing game. We had a passing touchdown, and Mason Murray having himself a night. We even had some offensive contributions from Jakari Clark as he ran in a 2-point conversion on the Refrigerator Perry special.
Yeah, I sent that text to Dude because I know that he would have enjoyed to hear his buddy getting a score, a reception and a score. But yeah, kind of a neat play to see Jakari in out there in that H-back formation and get that option pitch and, get a 4 or 5 yard head start on his 2-point conversion attempt. But what I like most out of Bowling Green tonight so far is in their scores, we got 2 run scores and 2 pass scores.
Mm-hmm.
So they're pretty even up, really, in what they're doing. Now, Mark Twain's made some good adjustments because they've shut down some of that sidestep and second move stuff that we've seen out of Chase Buffington tonight. They've kind of shut him down here in the second part of the first half. But Bowling Green showed that, hey, you might be able to adjust to this, but when you do, we can throw the ball here too. So I hope they keep this up and we see this type of spread offense approach from them.
And the defense, they are leading the turnover battle 2-0. One was, at the end of the half, an interception on, just throw it to the end zone, see what happens kind of play. And the other one was a botched snap. So, you get the stats, but really it's been either a punt or a turnover on downs type of game out of Mark Twain so far.
Yeah, minus the 58-yard touchdown run that they had. Yeah, they've Bowling Green defensive line has really stopped the Tigers so far tonight, so they've done really good. And then when the defensive line has not stopped them, that linebacker core led by Jordan Pasley has been in the right place at the right time for Bowling Green tonight to make good plays.
Yeah, you subtract that 158-yard play.
Yeah.
I think they're under 15 yards for the night as an offense through the first 2 quarters. We'll check that stat and come back with the rest of the first half numbers and more. We're about 10 minutes away from the teams returning to the field. Bowling Green leading Mark Twain 30-6 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Cluckey, Noah Builders, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Heart Care Chiropractic Center.
Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza has fire baked pizza for everyone. Now you have multiple ways to get your favorite meal. You can call 573-324-4444 or go online to backdoorbrickoven.com and DoorDash will deliver it. While on the website, browse through all the meal options, including your healthier choices, like a crustless pizza, a 12-inch cauliflower crust, or a salad. Remember, Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza is a great gathering place for all your parties as well. Backdoor Brick Oven Pizza, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with the New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Mike Henry Excavating has served Pike, Lincoln, and Warren counties for over 15 years, providing excellent service and a job well done, offering a large selection of services such as demolition work, septic systems, water lines, footings, gutter drain services, and more, all at an affordable cost. Check out MikeHenryExcavating.com for more information on services and scheduling. Best of luck to area teams this sports season. From Mike Henry Excavating in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
2 quarters in the books here at Bowling Green High School, and the Bobcats lead the Mark Twain Tigers 30-6. That North Callaway Wright City game is at the half now, with the Thunderbirds leading 40-0. The Palmyra game at the half leading South Shelby 14-6. Van Far, still in the second quarter there, has stretched their lead to 10 over Scotland County, 18-8. Monroe City still in the second quarter against Macon, leading the Macon Tigers 38-14. Calhoun at the half leading by 2 touchdowns over Brown County, 14-0. Montgomery County still in the second quarter listed there, leading Louisiana 30-14. And that West Central game has now gone to half, 24-6. The Cougars lead the Beardstown Tigers. Carrollton at the half leads Triopia 21-0. Paris leading Schuyler County 38-6. That was a first quarter score.
Whoa.
So yeah.
What was?
The 38-6.
Holy.
Yeah, but that's 8-man, isn't it? Schuyler County and Paris.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, so you're going to have some big
Schuyler
numbers.
County is, yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to have some big numbers there. And we'll try and get you some more updates, including that Pittsfield Porta score as we go on. Last check, it was 8-0 in favor of the Blue Jays. Here, 30-6, and I was close on that guesstimate, minus the 58-yard run.
You were close. If you minus the 58-yard run, the Mark Twain Tigers have 19 yards.
19 yards of offense, yeah. So it's been a pretty dominating night for the Bowling Green defense, and one play away from the shutout in the first 2 quarters. That said, Mark Twain does have some pieces. Briscoe has another year after this one. He's just a junior, and I think you're going to see a big jump in this program over the next 12 months.
Well, and
they'll be in a better spot in Week 9 next year than they are this year.
And I think so. And the coach will go get kids to play. That's what.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing in small schools, is a coach that goes out and recruits kids to play. Well, I've had that discussion with Coach Pitzer, and I've had that discussion with several other coaches. It's like that's important in these Class 2 schools, is to see the kids that you want to come play that typically don't, and go get those kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, talk them into playing, and then when you have the ability to create a program and you can recruit kids into your system, you're going to do pretty well.
Well, and it's the other things. It's your varsity players going out and playing flag football with the little kids.
Yeah.
Kind of get them in the game early, and you can build a program grassroots style that way.
Yeah, that creates a culture, right?
Yeah.
A football culture. If you get that implemented in, where the big kids are playing with the little kids are looking up to those big kids, and then you keep that going. That's how you get a community to buy in and become a football culture community, and that's important.
Yeah, and the high school quarterback throwing flag football. You get an older brother that plays varsity at some of the middle school games. He'll bring his friends. Hey, look at that kid. It is such a thing. You gotta really buy in and spend 2 or 3 nights out here, just cheering along the younger kids to feed that varsity program, that next generation of kids.
Well, and it helps those kids that go on to another level too, to say, hey, yeah, it's great that you do this for football, but you got to do more, right? It's always something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's always something else, and maybe the kid coaching the flag football, right, is motivates or leads or inspires the next generation to come up and do it.
Yeah, and if you can teach them, 1 or 2 things a year, then by the time they get to the high school level, boy, you can have yourself a pretty talented group of kids.
Yes,
About
sir.
3:15 to go before the Bobcats come out of the locker room. Mark Twain already out and starting their warm-ups. How about some first half scoring?
Sure, we'll start with Mark Twain tonight. Their leading rusher on the evening is their quarterback. He has a total of 4 carries for 65 yards, so he's averaging 16.25 yards a carry. And then there's not much else after that. Their running back, Justin Jaspering, has got 5 carries for 10 yards, so he's averaging 2 yards a carry. I'll jump over to their quarterback is 0 for 1 tonight with an interception. Bowling Green side of the ball, Chase Buffington has got 12 carries for 147 yards, so 12.25 yards a carry. Cameron Vadahosky has got 1 carry on the evening for 3 yards. Perkins has got 5 carries for 3 yards total. And Gary Welch has got 2 carries for 11 yards. McMenemy is 3 for 6 on the day. On the evening, he has 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. Scoring summary? You want scoring summaries?
Let's do it.
We started off in the first quarter with Bowling Green scores with 6:41 left in the first on a 34-yard run by Chase Buffington. The 2-point conversion was good, making it 8-0. Bowling Green scored again with 5 minutes left in the first quarter on a 38-yard pass, which was the tipped pass caught by JT, and then the 2-point conversion was no good. They scored again with 2:11 in the first with a 68-yard run by Chase Buffington. The 2-point conversion was good by Jakari Clark, making it 22-0. Mark Twain scored at the very end of the first with 35 seconds left on that 58-yard run by Briscoe. The 2-point conversion was no good, making it 22-6. And then the last score of the first half was by Bowling Green with 4:14 left on that 30-yard touchdown pass to Mason Murray. The 2-point conversion was good by Gary Walsh, bringing us to our current score 30-6.
Again, next week starts districts. Bowling Green in District 2 of Class 2 football, and the only team with a winning record is Montgomery County, and they're going to, looks like they'll improve to, 7 wins?
Yeah, I think that's right.
After tonight's 7-2 will be their record if they hold on against Louisiana. They're the only above 500 team. You got Bowling Green, Cuba, Duchesne, Herman, and Priory also in that district. Mark Twain in District 7 with Brookfield, Clark County, Macon, Monroe City, and Palmyra. That is the Class 2 district of death, and not a good draw for Mark Twain next week. 30-6 our score after 2. Back with the second half after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by William Watson Hotel and Watson 1838, J. Roberts Jewelers, Wood Smoked Meats, and Hayden's Motorsports.
Pepsi Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. Pepsi Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
For over 40 years, Heart Care Chiropractic Center has been the trusted name in health and wellness in Bowling Green. Located at 300 West Main, just off the square, Heart Care Chiropractic specializes in helping athletes of all ages stay at the top of their game. Whether recovering from a sports injury or looking to improve mobility and performance, student athletes and their families turn to Heart Care for expert chiropractic care they can rely on. As the action heats up on the field, court, or track, Heart Care Chiropractic Center is proud to support local athletes and keep our community moving strong. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Second half about to begin here at Bowling Green High School. Mark Runner, Chris Grody back in the broadcast booth. 30-6, Bowling Green leading the Mark Twain Tigers heading to the second half, and it'll be the Bobcats kicking off to start quarter number 3.
Yeah, I think for Bowling Green to come out in the second half here, I think if they continue to keep the spread going, we saw them be pretty effective from the shotgun. So I think they want to come out. They want to be on defense starting because that's where they're going to go, is start with their aggressive defensive line and their linebackers playing good ball like they have been. And then offensively, just keep spreading the ball around out of that shotgun formation, make this team kind of second guess what it is you're doing instead of what Bowling Green has always done. So I like what Bowling Green is currently doing.
Trying to see if there's any updates. Hannibal has taken the lead at the half over Fort Zumwalt West, 7-3. The score in that one. Porta now leading Pittsfield 16-0 at the half of that game, and that's at Pittsfield. So
Porta.
The Blue Jays.
Yeah, Porta. I don't know. It's just Porta. I know Sam Laporta. I mean, I don't know him. But
yeah, you know of him.
Yes, I know of him. Thank you.
So Hickerson has it teed up at the 40-yard line. As they're waiting for the final 3 seconds to tick away from a halftime clock. Now they can reset it and get this third quarter going. 30 points. I think that's a first half high for the season for Bowling Green.
I think it is.
Just puts a toe into it, fielded at the 36-yard line. Breaking a tackle. Ball's out, picked back up, and they're going to run it. This one might go for a score on the far side. Nope, now they're going to blow it dead. They're going to blow it dead all the way at the 48-yard line, it looks like.
Calling down by contact, I guess?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, if you want to know how fast Chase Buffington was, he started chasing the second ball carrier on that kick return about 5 yards behind him. And when they blew the whistle, he was
from flat-footed, too.
Yeah, almost a yard in front of him, running him down at the angle. So, yeah, he started from a stop. Like, he thought the play was dead.
Yeah, and it was.
Allegedly.
When it's all said and done. That ball popped straight up, though. Right to the hands of the second guy. And got some cramping issues on the Bowling Green sideline.
Cramping is more of a heat thing.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's a year-round thing.
Yeah.
First and
too.
10 from
Me
the
too.
Bobcat 49. Oh, I laid down too quick. I'm cramping up.
Oh, yeah.
Briscoe on the run. He gets 4 yards. Yeah, probably 3 on first down, 2nd and 7.
They come out in shotgun formation, and they run that running back or receiver, Rhett Wise, in motion. Briscoe fakes it to him, keeps it himself, and gains about 4 yards. It looks like 5.
Yeah, almost 5 yards. Down to 11:20 to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 5. For the Tigers, they again put a man in motion. Fake the handoff, go the other way this time, and nothing there.
It's a good play by
I think a flag may have come in late. Thought I saw something fly in from the back, but apparently that was just a piece of tape or something.
Jordan Pasley did a good job from his linebacker position to see that gain. Well, it took away 4 of the 5 yards they just gained, but he crashed through to the quarterback who faked the handoff to the motion man, kept it going to the top side of the field, and Jordan just beat him to the hole and then certainly overpowered him for the tackle.
3rd and 9 after a loss of 4. Back to throw is Briscoe. Here comes pressure. Puts it in the air. 50-50 ball and out of bounds. Intended target that time was Justin Jaspering. That'll bring up 4th and 9.
And he waved a wide receiver to go deep and then threw it down here to this check down guy, but it almost hit the track. It was out of bounds by a ways.
So on 4th and 9, they'll bring out the punter.
No swinging gate this time, just line up in regular punt formation. Tanner Engel to kick the ball. And a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. No one was back for Bowling Green. Takes a Bobcat bounce and is down at the 25, maybe 26-yard line of the Bobcats, and that's where they'll take over for their first possession of the second half.
Nicholas Hawkins on the down man downfield for the Tigers. Did a good job. It took a Bowling Green bounce, and he grabbed it before it got away from him for Bowling Green to take over at, the 34-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, he didn't let it bounce twice.
He did not.
26-yard line is where the Bobcats will take over 1st and 10. 10:08 to go in the third. A 24-point lead for the Bobcats. Two receivers to the far side. They start on the ground, and pushing the pile is Welch. Gary gets a gain of about 7 yards on first down. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Oh, give him 8.
Good to see Gary back on the field. I'm glad he's healed up and playing again. They're not running him a lot, though.
No, they're easing him in.
Yeah, we've not seen him on defense yet tonight either, have we?
No.
Which is where I really like him.
Just trying to get that feel for the game back. Ball's out, and having a fall on it is McMenemy. I think he had more time than he thought to pick that back up. So that's going to be a loss of 5 and bring up 3rd and 7 for the Bobcats. Down to 9:10 to go in the quarter. From the 29. Bowling Green's own 29. Spinning off one tackle is Buffington across the 30 to the 32. Looks like it's going to be 4th and 5 for the Bobcats, and they'll bring out the punt team, it looks like. Hickerson back to punt. Deep for Mark Twain is Hunter Llewellyn. Oh, leaving way early. Off the far side was Briscoe.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be very close to a first. I think it was 4th and 3/4 was where the flag was. That's a first down.
Yeah, I agree with Coach. Take long steps.
First down.
First.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that one hurts.
Well, Briscoe was just excited to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you can't get on him too much for that. I mean, that's part of football, right? You want those guys to be hungry to go get the ball, and he just went a little too early, just too anxious to go.
First and 10 for Bowling Green after the penalty. And here's Buffington. Splits the two defenders and gets the first down yardage.
That's a good run.
Llewellyn and Carnes in on the stop, but not after a gain of 10.
Called first down again. Bowling Green was in that power offense where they have two fullbacks, and McMenemy reverse rolls out, so he gets the ball, he turns to his right, gives the ball to Buffington going left, and Chase did a great job to find a seam and then split the two defenders in front of him for 10 yards.
Almost to midfield, about 3 yards shy of it. Good block, springs Buffington into Mark Twain territory across the 40 to the 37. And Bowling Green is on the move now with 7:12 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, Chase got 10 yards, and then he got 15 there on that run. That was a pitch out to the top side of the field, and he had two lead blockers. Mark Twain did a good job to get a defender in the backfield, but he couldn't get through both of the fullbacks blocking for Chase.
They mark it at the 39. First and 10. Rollout.
Good block.
Buffington blocks for McMenemy. He puts it in the air on the far side. Ooh, off the hands of the defender on the far side, Wyatt Carnes, and incomplete.
That's 2 great blocks by Chase Buffington from his running back position to protect his quarterback. That time he had to put some extra effort in to get into that block. The guy crashes through the line, and he's got to cover extra yards to get in front of him before he gets the quarterback. He did a great job on the backside of the quarterback. So, again, a great play that
Oh, there was a penalty on the play as well, and they are going to accept the penalty. Ooh, a hold. Takes it all the way to the Mark Twain 49, so it's going to be first down. Palmyra extended their lead over South Shelby to 20-6. North Callaway over Wright City 40-0. Manfar leading 18-8. Monroe City over Macon 38-14. Handoff on 1st and 20 to Buffington, and he gets about 7 of that back. He's second down and about 15.
Oh, my goodness. The cheerleaders are doing a 6-7 cheer.
Hey, what's that mean?
I don't know. I'm too old. I just know my 10-year-old says it all the time.
I saw somebody trying to explain it on the ticks and the talks.
I zone out when it comes up, so.
Yeah, said it had to do with basketball at first. And give us to Pasley, and he'll get about 5, and it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Pasley's first carry on the night. So they're back to, the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd and long here.
There was a whole South Park episode about 6-7.
I have not watched South Park in forever. The last episode I remember was too inappropriate to talk about.
Yeah.
On the radio.
Coach Bibbs all in on 6-7.
Yeah.
Pitch out to the near side for Buffington.
Well, that's a good block.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a flag.
Yeah, it was very close to being late when he slugged him down. It's going to be 4th and 8 after a gain of 2.
I cannot believe they didn't call that. Gosh, you heard that hit from Tyrant Overhouse up here, which would have been a backside, blindside block, but he did help him up right away.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they didn't.
Down to 5:11 to go in the quarter.
I got headphones on and I heard it.
Yeah. 4th and 8 and movement. False start against the Bobcats.
Yeah, they had Tigers offsides or encroachment, but they had a Bobcat that moved too, so I think you'll see the punt team come out.
Yeah. 5:10 to go. A second came off the clock somehow. 30-6 our score. Bowling Green ahead of Mark Twain. That was our halftime score. Llewellyn back to return. Bowling Green was shy a man. So they send in Turnbow to get on the end of that line. High snap. Hickerson gets it away. Good kick. And almost timed that perfectly. That would have been a stick.
Yes, it would have been a good one, yeah.
So we go back to Mark Twain on offense, as both of these teams have sputtered out of the locker room.
Yeah, since halftime, well, if Bowling Green has had the ball and they punted, and the Tigers have had the ball and punted.
We played 7 minutes. 1st and 10 for Mark Twain. Empty backfield. behind Briscoe. Oh, there's one back there. He takes it himself, gets away from a tackle on the far side, does Briscoe, and turns a negative into a positive on that far sideline.
But it's only going to gain, 3 yards maybe? But you're right, it did turn something into nothing. It looked like they had a really big hole between the center and the guard. And then the guard ended up pulling, and of course so did the tackle to go to that top side of the field. But that was what I noticed from here. It's like, man, that looks like a huge gap between those two. And then he pulled, so I don't know if that was designed or what.
It almost looked like confusion between him and that back again.
Yeah, I agree with you.
As the play comes in from the far side. 8 on the play clock. They break the huddle quickly. Down to 4. And they get the play off. Just a dive, dragging a Bobcat.
Literally.
3 yards. Actually, after the contact, he drug him about 4 yards. It's going to set up a 3rd and about 1.
Did Briscoe keep it himself?
No. There was a handoff. Turnbow finally brought him down. I think it was
Hunter
Llewellyn. Yeah, I think so. Another dive play. They've got the first down, according to the official on the far side. And that'll move the chains. First down of the half for the Tigers. With 3:20 to go in the third.
Mark Twain has got a big old offensive lineman that's getting out here and knocking down a cornerback or a linebacker. I can't tell who he gets to and hits, but twice he's knocked some Bobcat completely on their rear.
They send Hickerson to the far side. Mark Twain keeps it on the ground, trying to push the pile, and Jakari Clark said nope. On the run that time by Jaspering.
Yeah, trying to see who it was, too.
They end up gaining 4 yards on the play. It didn't look like they went that far forward. Out to the Mark Twain 34. Second and 6 for the Tigers. Now they spread 3 to the near side. Roll out. Briscoe can't get away. Jakari Clark cleaned up. Pasley was the initial contact, and it'll be 3rd and 10 on a loss of 4.
Yeah, Jordan Pasley again just crashes the lane that's there to Briscoe. Briscoe can't outrun him to the edge of the field. He slowed up to turn back inside, and then Jakari Clark helped clean it up. So you almost go, half sack apiece there for both of them. But
and Jakari could have just annihilated Briscoe there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you could tell. He pulled up a lot. Down to 1:20 to go, and a timeout taken by the Tigers. That's their first in the second half, 30-6. They trail Bowling Green here in Week 9 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Service and Supply Co-op of Bowling Green, Buchanan Excavating, Ackles Farm Market, and Bill Allen Auction Service.
At Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana, we're always cooking up ways to serve you better. We're now open Wednesday through Saturday, taking orders from 11 a.m. all the way until 8 p.m. So you've got even more time to enjoy your favorites. We're closed on Sundays, but still available for private events with advanced booking. We've got your cravings covered with extended hours on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Real food, real flavor, right here in Pike County. Gambino's Eatery in Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicky Cadwalader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
after the timeouts. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Van Fars extended their lead over Scotland County to 26-8. 46-0 now. North Callaway leading Wright City, and 28-6. Palmyra leading South Shelby. Scores from around the area. Briscoe to throw on 3rd and 10 across the middle. He's got him. Great throw, great reception in the middle of the field for number 10, Hunter Llewellyn. Into Bobcat territory.
Who was the receiver? 18?
Llewellyn.
Oh, 10?
Yeah.
27 yards. Good slant route. You could almost see it right away once Briscoe found it. You knew that's where he was going.
2 receivers to the near side now. 1 to the far side. Offset eye. And the handoff goes to the running back, and he tried for more yardage. They should move that forward progress back because he made another move.
I don't disagree with you.
The run that time by Jaspering got a net 3 yards, but should be less than that.
Yeah, he got stopped up pretty quick and then bounced off of that and then tackled by Mason Murray there for, like you said, what should have been, a 2-yard gain instead of a 3 or 4.
2nd and 7 from the Bobcat 40-yard line. And, Bowling Green almost jumped, got back. Briscoe keeps it himself, and Bowling Green was trying to rip that ball out.
I'm not really sure how they didn't throw a flag
Yeah.
there.
Well, they didn't blow the whistle. They didn't blow the play dead. They end up giving him 3 more yards, so it's going to be 3rd and, about 2, 3rd and 5 or 6.
Bowling Green jumped and did not get set.
Yeah.
I mean, he still looked like he was in the neutral zone to me. It looks like they're kind of talking about it now, but it might be too late.
Yeah.
End of the quarter.
Yep, that takes us to the end of 3 with Bowling Green still leading Mark Twain 30-6 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Mike Henry Excavating, Bill Allen Auction Services, and Silex Banking Company.
Illness can happen, whether it's the sniffles, sore throat, or the flu. Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you. Urgent Care is open 7 days a week and is located just off the roundabout in Bowling Green behind Community State Bank. Remember, Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Start of the 4th quarter from Bowling Green High School, week number 9. No change in the score since the second half began. 30-6, Bowling Green leading Mark Twain. Mark Front of Chris Grody back in the broadcast booth. We'll be getting up bright and early to get to that 3 o'clock first pitch between Silex and St. Elizabeth tomorrow as the Lady Owls go on the road. 2:45 pregame.
I'm not sure who we is. Do you have a mouse in your pocket?
I'll probably, I'll probably make Shell go with me.
Oh, I gotcha.
To the near side, and nothing.
Nice.
Ball came out. They're going to say the ground caused the fumble. That's Hickerson.
Bennett Hickerson on a great play for a loss on a tackle from his cornerback/safety position. Just tracked down the ball that Rhett Wise was carrying, and great tackle out there all by himself for a loss.
Yeah, it was a loss of about 4, and will force the Tigers to punt again.
Back to the swinging gate. I agree with Coach.
Well, Murray will come back to the near side.
This is where I think they need to watch these 2 players here, but Bowling Green needs to rush 3 players.
Yeah. There's the snap. And almost got the block. That's
Well,
up going to be a great punt.
Is that Pasley?
Yeah, faked like he was going to pick it up. Mark Twain said, no, I touched it. No, he didn't.
And you can't block somebody into the ball either. Do you know that?
So Welch almost got the block punt. We have 11 minutes left in the regular season. 11:03 to be exact. And a long field for the Bobcats to burn clock here.
A long field. 94 yards to be exact.
As the ball sits on the 6. Bowling Green and Mark Twain doing battle here in the final week of the regular season. Districts next week.
Shotgun rollout pass. Nope.
We've seen the rollout pass a few times tonight.
Give up the middle. Uh-oh.
Bouncing off to the near side. And short gain for Pasley. He did a lot of work for about 2 yards there.
Looked really good for a second, though.
Yeah, Briscoe said, hey, I've got the ball. And Pasley seems a little shaken up. He's all right. He comes to the near side.
White Hat made him come out for something.
Well, he was coming off.
He's going to talk to him on a. Oh, he's talking to the trainer.
About what he saw. He saw him shaking his head.
Yeah. So it's probably a concussion protocol talk.
Yeah.
We don't know. I mean, but that's what I would assume.
Yeah.
Because he went right to Jordan and right to the trainer.
Yeah. It was because of the way he was holding his face mask and shaking his head as he ran off. He immediately blew it dead and came and talked to the trainers. Who, as soon as he walked away, they walked away from Paz. Here's Buffington on the far side. He was one man to beat. Finally.
Still going.
Oh, now brought down. All the way out to the 35-yard line and steamrolled 2 Tigers at the end of that.
What a 28-yard run.
And there is an injured Bobcat at the end of that play. So we'll take a timeout. 30-6, Bowling Green leads, 10:17 to go in the ball game on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McDingers, Community State Bank of Missouri, La Route Salon, and Kearns Construction.
Mike Henry Excavating has served Pike, Lincoln, and Warren counties for over 15 years, providing excellent service and a job well done, offering a large selection of services such as demolition work, septic systems, water lines, footings, gutter drain services, and more, all at an affordable cost. Check out MikeHenryExcavating.com for more information on services and scheduling. Best of luck to area teams this sports season. From Mike Henry Excavating in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Well, having to help the injured Bobcat off the field. 10:17 to go. 30-6, Bowling Green leads the Mark Twain Tigers. Palmyra's extended their lead over South Shelby to 34-6. North Callaway leads Wright City 54-0. Can you believe that one?
No.
I think that loss to Palmyra by North Callaway was a huge wake-up call for them, and they've kind of been laying waste to people since.
He's putting some weight on it now.
Van Far leading Scotland County 32-8. Monroe City 38-14 over Macon. Calhoun leading Brown County 14-6. Montgomery County at half led Louisiana 30-14. Haven't got an update on that one in a while. Usually when the updates are coming fast and furious and then they don't, here's a hold, against the Bobcats on the run by Perkins.
Yeah, it happened behind the play. White Hat threw it right away.
Carrollton leading Treope now 28-6. West Central leading Beardstown 38-6. Portal leading Pittsfield 22-8. And let's see if we can get any other scores as we go along here in the final 10 minutes of this ball game.
Bowling Green has 30 yards in holding penalties tonight.
I think that's a season high too.
And that's just in the assessed 10 yards. That doesn't count the big 60
lost yardage, yeah. First and 20 for the Bobcats from their own 25-yard line. Staying on the ground to Buffington. He breaks through the middle and across the 35 to the 36. Gain of 11 on the play, 2nd and 9. Lindenbauer on the stop.
So he got 1 extra yard from the penalty, so 2nd and 9.
As it goes to the 36-yard line of the Bobcats. McMenemy brings the play in, plenty of time on the play clock, down to 9:08 to go in the ball game. And jumping are the Tigers, so it's going to be 2nd and 4. 8:59 to play. Take it to the 41-yard line. That is a 5.5-yard penalty. The ball was sitting tail end on the 35-yard line. Now it's clearly on the 41, so that's a 6-yard penalty. Buffington acted like he got getting the direct snap, and they get the first down. In fact, he acted like it was over his head.
Gary Welch, the carrier.
8.5 to play, and a fresh set for Bowling Green from the Bowling Green 46-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play and a first down. That was a new one in the playbook.
Yeah, we've not seen well, I mean, I've never seen a halfback do it anyways.
Yeah.
But, yeah, certainly a good try. And the play worked well anyways with Gary Welch as the up man and gained 6 yards for the first down.
1st and 10 for Bowling Green. Back to Buffington. He's spinning at midfield. Breaks another tackle. Comes to the near side. One more. Can he get through that tackle? Yes, and all the way down inside the 10. Or to the 10. Wow.
45 yards.
He spun Hunter Llewellyn around 6 times.
45 yards and I think 7 Tigers.
What a night for Chase Buffington.
Great run. Gary Welch was his lead blocker to take that ball to the top side of the field. Gary went wide. Chase took it into the middle and then just did all the work on his own at his feet, making everybody miss. Good couple spins to throw tacklers off and then drug, like you said, Llewellyn, spinning him and dragging him a couple 10 yards.
So 1st and goal from the 10. Up the middle is Perkins. Inside the 5 near the goal line, and it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1. Gain of 9 on the play, and we're down to 6:55 to play in this ball game.
I thought he was in. I mean, the side judge came in saying he was down at the 1, but it was close.
Clock running down to 6:40 left in the ball game. 2nd and goal from the 1 for Bowling Green. Trying to punch it in one last time in front of their home fans. That's Pasley, and that is brought back. He's going to have no gain on the play, and it's 3rd and goal from the 1. 6:16 to play. We need to get Paz in there on senior night. McMenemy.
With 3 feet to go, everybody's expecting a dive. Play action pass here is a really good idea. I don't care who you throw it to. If you want to throw it to the senior, throw it to him. But
3rd and goal And into the end zone are the Bobcats. 1 yard run for Perkins. He got robbed at the one a moment ago, but Jackson gets the touchdown to extend the Bowling Green lead to 30. 36-6 with 5:47 to go in the ball game. 2-point conversion yet to come. Good little pitch and run.
I like the pitch here that Bowling Green is running. We've not really seen that a lot from them, but it's a really good play. He's got a lead blocker. He's got a man that pulls to help him out to seal the end.
Try it the other way. Perkins cuts it back, and he is in for the 2-point conversion. Perkins adds the 2-point conversion after his own touchdown. 5:47 to play. 38-6. Bowling Green leads Mark Twain in Week 9 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Williams Road Enterprises, JGS Cattle Company, Ambassador Plumbing, Central Elevator, your Purina dealer, and Magruder Limestone Company.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
38-6. Jackson Perkins with the touchdown and 2-point conversion to make it a 32-point lead for the Bowling Green Bobcats here in Week 9 against the Mark Twain Tigers.
Yeah, good play by Jackson. I think he's one of the kids that's going to be an up-and-coming star for the Bowling Green football team in the future. I like the way that he runs. I like how fast he is. It'll be neat to see him in the future.
And no return.
Speaking of Jackson Perkins.
Yeah.
Great tackle.
He brought down Justin Jaspering. And 1st and 10 for the Tigers. From the 37-yard, I know they're going to move it all the way up to 39.
I think Bowling Green needs to get a T-Dog.
Yeah?
You know, goes out and gets the T and bring it back. Maybe they could do a Bobcat.
I think that would be an insurance or a liability issue.
But as a conservation agent, that's not possible. So
yeah.
Oh.
Well, you can do anything as a entertainment animal, right? If you have the proper documents.
Not a zoo. You can't. It's Missouri wildlife.
Yeah.
That was a
no
loss.
gain.
Oh, they're going to call it no gain.
Yeah. On the run by Wyatt Carnes.
What number is Wyatt Carnes?
28.
Thank you.
On 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. I formation, a handoff to the far side, and Jaspering just not a whole bunch.
He's pretty quick, though.
Yeah, he gets 5 out of it. Yep, almost 6.
Yeah, almost. He's in a single back formation for the Tigers, and he just gets the ball to the top side of the field, and before you know it, he's at the second linebacker level already, and the linebackers can't miss him where he's gone.
He does. He looks for that edge, but he does it with an angle. A lot of guys go straight for the sideline and then try and make the turn. He's at least getting positive yardage. On 3rd down, they're going to be very close. I think
first.
Yeah, they got the first.
Yeah.
They gave him the whole roll that time.
Yeah. Well, he didn't touch the ground. The Bobcat that tackled him kind of hit the ground first and then threw him behind him. But you talked about Jaspering. A lot of kids run to the sidelines and then up the field. That's a junior high technique, right? That typically at that level, the first kid to the sidelines is typically the first kid to the end zone. And when you get the high school level, your athleticism changes a lot,
Yeah.
you know, so you can't do that. But it is good. Like you said, Jaspering is always gaining positive yards the way he's cutting angles.
On 1st and 10 from midfield for the Tigers. Back to throw is Briscoe. Pump fake. Throws near sideline.
this.
One-on-one. And that is caught. Wow. There on the reception is Landon Armour. And again, that's the second ball we've had tonight that's been tipped by the defender and caught by the receiver.
What number is Armour?
9.
Number 9. It was a good catch. The Bowling Green defender was right there, got a hand up. Armour, the ball tips up in the air. Armour does a great job to follow the ball and make a great diving catch for a 35-yard gain.
Puts him inside the Bobcat 20. Back to the ground, and that's a 1-yard gain down to the 15. 3 minutes to go. There on the stop after the gain of 1 was Dallas Henderson for the Bobcats.
Jaspering again for the Mark Twain Tigers on that carry for a gain of 1 yard.
Down to 23 on the play clock. Plenty of time. Down to 2:35 to go in the game. Rollout. Briscoe is brought down. He almost lost that ball, too, on the far sideline. He had it in one hand. Mason Murray.
Yeah, Mason Murray made the tackle, and like you said, it's like Briscoe reached out for the ball, but he's not even close to a first down.
Yeah.
But man, real dangerous to lose the ball with your hand out like that. But he held on.
3rd and almost 9. Caught a gain of 1 on that last play. Stayed in bounds. We're under a minute and 50 left in this contest. Now he's going to throw to the far side and caught.
Score
for the touchdown. Mark
yards?
Twain. Number 2 on the reception, Evan Waddell. And
yards.
a touchdown for Mark Twain here in the final minute 43. Makes it 38-12. Good throw by Briscoe. And an uncontested catch over there for Waddell. Mark Twain on the board for the first time in the second half. So we went almost 2 full quarters without a score. Now we're trading, and they're going to try and kick the extra point.
Oh, of course they are.
On to kick it is Tanner Engel.
Seems like he's back quite a ways.
And it's partially blocked. I think he kicked it right into the line. No good. Minute 43 to go. 38-12. Bowling Green leads after the Mark Twain touchdown on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Williams Road Enterprises and JGS Cattle Company, Magruder Limestone, B&J Septic, and Service and Supply of Bellflower.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
Wyatt Briscoe to Evan Waddell on the touchdown reception. Extra point blocked. And there's a minute 43 to go in this ball game. 38-12, Bowling Green leading the Tigers.
Good corner route for the Tigers wide receiver, so he just goes up and then towards that corner pylon, and Briscoe put it in the right spot for his receiver to just keep running and go get it uncontested, like you said.
That one to the far side, past Perkins, picked up. He's running near the goal line.
That's a legit block.
Yep, they're
going to flag him, though.
All 3 officials near there, and they're going to take him all the way into the end zone, or all the way down to the 1. Perkins.
I thought that flag looked legitimate. That looked more legitimate than Tyron Oberhause's block earlier that they didn't flag him on. But it did look very violent, so that's where that probably the flag comes from. If they're going to call this an illegal blindside block, in today's football game, you have to lead with your hands on those blocks.
Mm-hmm. And he's coming all the way over to talk to the Bowling Green coaches.
It's not much of a penalty if it's half the distance to the goal.
Yeah. Because he ended up, I guess he'd be half the distance from where the penalty occurred, not where the play ended, right? Oh, 2 penalties. Well, yeah, you can't have.
Well, they can't be 15 yards each from the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
But they flagged him for a blindside block, and then they flagged him for standing over the kid that he blocked.
So there was a taunting in there as well, So.
Which is also part of the game, right? If you get to hit a kid like that, you should get a second, maybe 2. It's all right.
So it is on the goal line. 1 yard line, my foot. That's on the goal line. So Bowling Green will have to go 100 yards here in the final minute 29. They need something positive here, though. They can't.
Yeah. Yes.
Just throw it out the back of the end zone and burn some time on defense.
I don't know what we're waiting on here.
He's saying, hey, the ball's supposed to be back here in the back of the end zone.
Yeah. Reset the play clock.
Okay.
He wants. Yeah, if it's on the goal line, you can't get half the distance anymore. It is.
1st and 10 from the goal line for Bowling Green, their own goal line. And jumping is Mark Twain, so that'll take it out to the 5, and it'll be 1st and 5.
A little bit of breathing room for the Bobcats.
38-12 our score. So that gives you a little breathing room. Yeah.
It's a good point.
I was about to say, it's kind of not fair. You can rip a guy's head off and throw his remains 5 yards outside the field and get half the distance.
Oh, big
on
play
the
here
far
by Jackson.
side. Yeah, Perkins bounces off a man.
Still going.
And finally run. I think he stayed in bounds out to the 35-yard line. That's a 30-yard run.
30-yard run, yeah.
And a 1st down. There's a flag coming back. Another flag. There's 2 flags on the play.
Yeah, this back here is probably holding. I don't know what this one up here would be.
Well, maybe they'll offset and we'll replay the down. Two penalties. First one's a hold. Declined. The second one.
It's also holding.
Yeah. So 2 holds on the play. Half the distance again. So it'll be at about the 2.5 yard line.
2.5 yard line.
Yeah. Minute 19 to go. Is this how we're going to finish this game? Because that's kind of tedious. I bet if Bowling Green, if that yardage would have stuck, they would have kneeled out the rest of the game.
I think so too.
We are postponing the inevitable here.
Clock is running.
1st and 8 from the 2 for Bowling Green. Under a minute. And
took a knee.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's going to take it down to the 1. Down to 44 seconds. There's
Down,
no
is
more.
it?
It's second down, but there's
so-
no more room to take a knee unless you fall forward. It's one more play. There'll be under 20 seconds to go, and they're going to take the penalty, I think. Nope. They get out there with 5.
Yeah, play clock's at 5. Game clock's at 20.
And they did get the knee. And that'll do it. Final score, the Bowling Green Bobcats finally put the wraps on this one. A 38-12 win over the Mark Twain Tigers in Week 9. And will enter district play on a high note, picking up their 3rd win of the season. Mark Twain falls to 1-8 in the 2025 campaign. We'll be back with the postgame after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Kearns Construction, Twin Hills Stock Farm, Spring Valley Accounting, CNS Taxidermy, and Mimi's Pantry.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com. Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals. Join thousands of satisfied customers and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports postgame show on KJFM Radio.
The Bowling Green Bobcats pick up their 3rd win of the season, a 38-12 victory over the Mark Twain Tigers. 3-7, their final, or 3-6, their final record for the regular season. In 2025. Mark Twain falls to 1-7, 1-8. Sorry, I'm bad with numbers tonight.
Yeah, your radio math is off the charts today for sure.
I hit my head the other day up at loading the car at North Shelby, and my numbers haven't been right since.
I don't know if you've seen this the phone thing that they got now. It's got a calculator.
Yeah.
On it. If you need to do
I have to look through the lower third of my glasses to see that.
Well, I got to take mine off.
Yeah. But a good win for Bowling Green. We talked about it, Chris, during the broadcast. This is year 1 for this Mark Twain program. Well, it kind of is for Bowling Green too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of turnover on the coaching staff. The guys have been together. They came out with a similar playbook. The plan was to kind of do the same thing they were doing, but it was a big year of change for the Bowling Green Bobcats. They're kind of starting over as well, and 3 wins, not the worst way to do that.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. And I think if you think about the Bowling Green team, the juniors and seniors here are guys that have had a lot of success through their years of football, and now are the guys that have to carry the weight. And they didn't get a lot of playing time over the last few years. That's just kind of how that goes in high school football. You run the top of the food chain for a while, and then you cycle down, and then you come back. But I don't think Bowling Green is going to cycle to the bottom. I don't think they're going to be. I think they're going to go through this growth year. 3-7 is not a terrible way, or 3-6 not a terrible way to finish regular season. And they're going to make some changes and some adjustments. And then next year we're going to see where they're at. They're not changing conferences. They're not changing opponents all that much,
Yeah.
right? The big team they'll have to worry about in the future is it looks like Palmyra's back on the climb again. That's a great example of the cycle that you go through. And then, Valley Catholic is going to be a big team that Bowling Green will have to play for the next couple years.
Yeah, you sign those contracts
Yeah.
for a certain number of years, but I just don't think there have been some lowlights, but I don't think this season has been as low as maybe that record shows.
Well, and I think the big takeaway
and
here,
injuries too.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I think the big takeaway here for Bowling Green is consider what we were at the game 2 weeks ago at Montgomery County, and they had 13 kids that weren't dressed out because of injury. So injury has been a huge issue here. Oliver Niemeyer has been out for most of the season with injury and things that you can't control, you can't help. And he was a big part of the team for the last several years. So that takes away a big weapon for them. And then, they're starting running back at the beginning of the season. Gary Welch went out fairly early in the season.
Wright City game. Yeah.
So, when you look at injuries, and if you got 13 kids out, you're just stuck, with less options.
Yeah.
So
38-12, our final Bowling Green over Mark Twain. We'll get the final numbers and take a look around the area when we wrap up the post game next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you this week by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, People's Bank and Trust, and Pepsi.
This year, People's Savings Bank is celebrating 90 years of serving our community. For 9 decades, we've been more than just a bank. We've been your neighbors, your partners, and your trusted friends. As we mark this milestone, we're reflecting on our roots and looking ahead to the next 90 years of helping you achieve your dreams. Join us in celebrating 90 years of strength, service, and community. People's Savings Bank, the people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana is where history, comfort, and charm come together. Explore quaint streets, visit local attractions, and return to comfort at the end of the day. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
38-12, the final. Bowling Green over Mark Twain, and you got the final scoring numbers.
I do. Do you want statistics or scoring drives?
Let's go stats first.
Okay, so Briscoe ended the evening tonight for Mark Twain with 11 carries for 70 yards. The next biggest running back for them was Jaspering. He had 10 carries for 29 yards. Briscoe was 3 for 5 for 77 yards with 1 interception. I jump over to the Bobcat side, and here's kind of an impressive number for Bowling Green. Chase Buffington had 19 carries tonight for 266 yards.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not too terrible. The next highest carrier for Bowling Green was Jackson Perkins with 11 carries for 13 yards. Dylan McMenemy was 3 for 6 for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. Scoring drive for the evening was, we started off with Bowling Green scoring in the first quarter with 6:41 left on a 34-yard run by Chase Buffington. The 2-point conversion was good. They scored again in the first with 5 minutes left on a 38-yard pass. That 2-point conversion was no good. They scored their third score in the first quarter with 2:11 left on a 68-yard run by Chase Buffington. The 2-point conversion was good by Jakari Clark, making the score there 22-0. Mark Twain responded in the first with 35 seconds left on a 58-yard run by Briscoe. The 2-point conversion was no good, making it 22-6. Bowling Green scored then in the second with 4:14 left on a 30-yard pass. The 2-point conversion was good, making it 30-6. Then our last 2 scores, one by each team, was Bowling Green scored on a 1-yard run by Jackson Perkins. The 2-point conversion was good, making it 38-6. And then Mark Twain scored with a minute 43 left on a 15-yard pass. The extra point was no good, bringing us to a score of Bowling Green 38, Mark Twain 12.
Good concentration. I was closing windows and everything. You stuck right with it.
Thank you.
Some other scores from around the area. The only one I see that's a final is Palmyra over South Shelby 40-6. That was a tight game for the first quarter, and then Palmyra took off. Van Far in the fourth quarter leads Scotland County 38-14. North Callaway leading Wright City 54-0. Monroe City over Macon 54-14. Calhoun leading in the fourth against Brown County 21-12. Hannibal trailing Fort Zumwalt West now 24-21. That's been a back and forth game. Carrollton leading Triopia 35-6. Montgomery County last check leading Louisiana 54-21. 21 points, not a bad showing for Louisiana against Montgomery.
No.
Paris leading Schuyler County 54-14 in the fourth. Portal leading Pittsfield 22-8. The last check I had, it was a halftime score. Troy Buchanan leading Battle out of Columbia 42-6. So that one, I'm sure, is running clock at this point.
Troy's a big school.
Yeah, so is Battle.
So is Battle. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And my app decided to start showing me a cool game instead of the scores that I wanted. West Central leading Beardstown 46-13, and I think that's the only other score I have at this point. Van Far now up to 40 points in that game, 40-14. So that'll pretty much do it for the regular season.
Yep.
We'll find out who Bowling Green is playing next week and get that as soon as we can to you. And now we shift our focus on Eagle 102 Sports to softball. 2:45 pregame tomorrow, 3 o'clock first pitch from St. Elizabeth. The Hornets hosting the Silex Owls in the opening round of the Class 1 state tournament. We'll have all the action for you right here tomorrow morning. Chris, great season, and excited for the first week of districts next week. 38-12 our final. Bowling Green over Mark Twain in Week 9 on Eagle 102 Sports.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.